This is the case with the private DNA. So there's an acknowledgement of paternity in this case. It was already filed with the court, and the state asked the court to take judicial notice of it.
All right, it's attached to the pleadings. Let me see.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, yes, the court will take judicial notice of the filing of exhibit number A with the original petition that shows announced paternity entered into and signed off on by the parties back in, looks like October of 2020.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Jay understands that the parties apparently, or at least the father, Mr. Early, and the child, Jakai Early, they did a private DNA test. It was through the DDC. It looks kind of like ours. Apparently in Ohio, through any lab test now, that shows that DNA is negative. Now, Your Honor,
Is it a
state
dual,
has
is it a dual draw or just a parental draw? I'm sorry, a father draw only.
it's a father only.
Okay, all right, you may proceed.
And Your Honor, the reason I didn't, offer it or put into evidence is because I didn't want to get the docket confused. And I think they all agree that it's there anyway. So, Your Honor, the state has to object to the ordering of DNA.
We'll get it set up and get y'all reset probably somewhere 6 to 8 weeks out and get that results back. And if it's still the same, then obviously we will find that Mr. Early's not the father and move on from there, ma'am. Okay. I'll start with you, ma'am. Mr. Green, any questions?
So once that DNA test comes back negative, is that when I would go ahead and put the other father, or can I go ahead and start that process since we already know?
That's probably you can already let the state know who you know the father is, and they can start getting ready. Because again, this is if you recall, this time it probably took 2 to 3, 4 months for this to get to court to begin with. So let's get a jump on that one because we know we've got a pretty good idea it's going to come back negative. But again, folks, ma'am, I've been all last week I was fooling around with AI, and I can get AI that shows that I was the #1 draft pick for the Dallas Cowboys in 1975. Okay, and I guarantee you I was not. All right. So,
Okay.
so yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and get that set up and get
The judge blends sharp orders with sharp wit. It's a mix of strict legal direction and a quick jab of courtroom humor.
Get the chain of custody. They'll get us to point A from point A to point B. And Mr. Welch, if y'all, it's not against y'all's policy to start getting that information together so we can get this because, like I said, the child this matters. But now he's going to be 3. He's going to be 2 in October. So yeah, let's try to get this going where we can get the right party in here. All right.
Yes, Your Honor. And ma'am, I don't know if we already sent this to you, but we'll send you a form, attorney information gathering form, and you can give us information about the true biological father if Mr. Early isn't the father. So we'll get that going joint and then file a new pleading, I guess, with the new father. Probably. All right, and then Your Honor, for the reset date,
Let's do something about is Mr. Early still in Ohio?
No, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but no, sir, I never took the test in Ohio. I believe that's just where they
oh, okay.
I don't know yet.
Where are you located?
I had the test done in Harker Heights, Texas.
Okay, yeah, I use the same facility you did. Both of y'all are local, so
Yes.
Mr. Welch, look at setting this one out about somewhere between 40 and 45 days and 60 days because they're both local. We get that draw done ASAP and get that one back before the court.
Yes, Your Honor. All right. So Ms. Green, Mr. Early, just wait in the breakout room. Someone will send you a DNA order with the reset date and the Zoom code. And then assuming the test is negative, then we'll probably do an order against paternity for Mr. Early or something else like that.
Yeah, we can find that he's not dead. So yeah, it's not the first time this has happened. So and Mr. Welch, I'm not sure if y'all still able to do that. If y'all can right now check when to see the appointments that could be made locally for DNA testing, maybe even get that set up today before these folks get out of here. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. And one of our DNA experts will come and talk to you. and she'll go through
Okay.
the ropes.
All right, see, back in the good old live days, they would be sitting here right in the courtroom, so we can get that done before y'all even left. So, but hopefully we can still we still can do the same thing online. All right. All right, folks. I'll go ahead and let the state get y'all set up. We'll see y'all in about somewhere between 6 and 8 weeks, and we will hopefully conclude this correctly. And like I say, ma'am, get started on the right person. All right. And I'll start. I'm sorry, Mr. I didn't give you the opportunity. You have any questions, sir?
Now the focus shifts. Child support numbers land on the record fast. Every dollar and date is locked in, showing how fast the tone can change.
Sir.
No, sir.
And Ms. Green, do you have any other questions, ma'am?
No, sir, I don't.
All right, anything else, Mr. Welch?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, let's get everybody back into a breakout room, and we'll get you folks all the information y'all need, and then after that, y'all free to go, okay? Thank you
Yes,
very much, and we're off the record.
Thank you.
We requested the judge take judicial notice of the genetic testing that was filed and the signed acknowledgement of paternity that establishes Mr. LeBeau as LeBeau as the father. There's one child in the case, one child out of the case, so the guideline percentage is 17.5%. We are asking for child support to begin September the 1st, 2025 at $307.85. Medical support to begin at $14. We are requesting retroactive support for the amount of 19 months, but Ms. Nip is willing to give him credit for $2,000 for cash payments made in the past. And so the retroactive support total is $3,849.15. The retroactive repayment amount should be $70 beginning September the 1st, 2025. We're requesting appropriate family violence findings and court cost findings, and we have no position on possession and access or geographic restriction. That's it, Your Honor.
All right, then let's get some testimony. I see the CSO is present also. Is she testifying in this one?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll ask both the CSO and Ms. Nips to go ahead and raise your right hand, and I'll get you both under oath. You both solemnly swear or affirm your testimony going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Nips, you there? Can you hear us, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Do you so swear to raise your right hand? Do you so swear to tell the truth also, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, you're both officially under oath, and I'll let the state call you as witnesses at this time. You may proceed at this time, Ms. Betzler. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll call CSO Tanya Silva.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you state your name?
My name is Tanya Silva.
What's your job?
I work for the Office of Attorney General as a Child Support Officer 2.
What are the duties of your job?
I am responsible for negotiating child support orders to include establishment and modifications. I assist with locating absent parents, completing wage investigations, and assisting customers through inquiries.
Were you given special training to be able to do this job?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you conducted a wage investigation in this matter?
Yes, I did.
What did you find?
I found Mr. Labov income to be $1,759.19 monthly.
And where is this information coming from?
From the VA.
Okay. Does he have any other income besides that? Or did you find any other income besides that?
No other income was located, no, ma'am.
And
what was the amount again, CSO Silva?
$1,759.19.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
did you find anything about his criminal history?
There's no criminal history since 2018.
Pass witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Nip, you have any questions of the CSO?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, is the CSO excused, Ms. Betzler?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am, very, very much. And the state can call the next witness. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I call Jeannie Nip.
Here
Nip?
comes a turning point as troubling abuse claims hit the court. The testimony is raw, and the judge wastes no time making a hard call.
Will you state your name?
Jeannie Nip?
Okay. Is Mr. LeBeau a veteran?
Yes.
And you heard the CSO testify to you about the money compensation that he gets. Does it sound correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Does he have any other income?
Not that I'm aware of.
So I calculated his child support at $307.85. Does that sound right?
Yes, ma'am.
And the medical support at 14.
Yes.
Do you have access to private medical or dental insurance for Atara?
No, ma'am.
Do you know if Mr. LeBeau has other kids?
He has one.
Do you know if he's ordered to pay child support on his one other child?
I believe he is. Yes, ma'am.
So he has Atara in this case, correct?
Yes.
And then he has a son, Axel, that he's required to pay support on outside of this case.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When did you guys separate?
December of 2023.
So we calculated as 19 months of retroactive support, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Has he made any cash payments to you over that time?
About 2,000 in total.
So the total retroactive support is $3,849.15, and that's after we give him the credit for the 2,000, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And $70 per month for the retroactive support repayment. Does that sound right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court for a geographic restriction?
No.
Now, if Mr. LeBeau has your contact information, would you or your child be in danger?
We've had violence before, issues. He has my contact information, so we can't go around that, but I know he's going to be upset about paying child support, so I'll be kind of worried about that, but he knows where I'm at.
All right, ma'am, how long ago was the violence, the family violence take place?
Oh, multiple times over the last 2 years. Probably the last one was about 4 months ago. Physical abuse, bruises.
What happened on that last event, ma'am?
The last one, so the last one, he's got, I think he's got schizophrenia, so that comes from his dad. So he's been diagnosed with bipolar, so he goes into rages whenever he's freaking out about something little and goes into, delusions and things like that. And I can't calm him down. I can't do anything to help it. He's not on medication. He was on for a little bit through the VA and was seeming to do better and then got off of it and hasn't gotten back on, to my knowledge.
What was the actual event, ma'am, that happened, please?
So the event was, we were here at the house and he's yelling at me. I don't even remember what he was freaking out about something that wasn't true. It was in his head and was yelling and chasing me around the property. And I told him to stop yelling because somebody's going to call the cops. And whenever I told him that, he assumed that I had already called the cops. So he's picking me up and grabbing me and telling me to go find my phone, throwing me down the stairs.
Okay, that's sufficient, ma'am. That's sufficient.
Okay.
Ms. Bessler, what kind of conservatorship did you were you getting on this one?
I didn't. I said there was no position on that. I'm assuming that should be sole managing and possessory.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a finding of family violence. There's been family violence within the last 2 years. It was actually a physical assault. Ma'am, he wasn't arrested for that, correct?
No, I called his mom to take him to the VA.
Okay, all right. I know you don't want to put people in jail, but bottom line is that's textbook family violence circumstance, and it's been within the last 2 years. So I'm going to go ahead and make the finding of family violence, name the mom sold. I'll give him possessory and all the rights under possessory. But for right now, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to grant non-disclosure going forward. Here's the deal, ma'am. Going forward, If you move, you do not have to give him your address. You do have to keep him apprised of your telephone number and all that. If you want to give him your address, that's fine. But for right now, obviously, he has it. But going forward, Randy, you don't have the responsibility of doing such. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And I think he's right at 70% disability, ma'am. Do you know whether or not he's put in for his 100% yet?
He keeps trying, but he doesn't have anything to go with. He won't sit through a PTC course or anything to even get any of that. I don't think that's what it is, but.
All right. Well, it sounds like to me he's probably 100%. But if you ever gets that, you do, and you do find out, you do need to let the state know, because his income will double easily. All right. In fact, he'll be about 60% more than he's getting right now. But for right now, that's good enough. And you may proceed with your next question, Ms. Besser. Thank you.
Okay, and if he has possession of a Tara, what concerns do you have?
His mental stability. It's bipolar, so he's good. What's that?
All right, man. Okay, this child's not even 2 years. I'm sorry, the child just turned 2. What kind of visitation has he had in the past?
Unless we're together, he doesn't really ask to see her. I'm the only one that
Visitation gets clipped short as the judge weighs safety over routine. Detailed rules replace broad rights, protecting the child above all else.
One that works. So whenever I go do my massage appointment, sometimes in the past I would ask him to watch her, and he would take her and have her for an hour or two or something like that.
Does his mother ever help with that?
What's that?
Does his mother or any family member ever help with that?
He has to. He doesn't know how to calm her down. Whenever she's stressed out, he'll call his mom, or he'll call me 100 times while I'm trying to work. And if she's crying,
has his mother ever helped you watch him while he visits with the child?
He calls her whenever he's got her, sometimes while I'm at work, yes. So she'll come over and help him.
All right, man. Right now, based on these things, I'm probably, again, not getting at everything I need to know about this gentleman's circumstances. I would be real hesitant to do anything above the normal, the first level of break-in visits. Y'all can agree to anything you want, but the norm would be on the first, third, and fifth Saturdays of the month. You work on Saturdays?
I work whenever. I'm a travel massage therapist, so I work on just whenever.
All right, then. Well, I'll make it the first, third, and fifth Sundays from 1 to 5 in your care. Oh, I'm sorry, with you being there, and I'll let you pick the spot, because obviously you want to make. But he'll have to give you at least 72 hours advance notice that he wants to see her, and y'all can pick a neutral spot that you will go take the child to at that point for up to 4 hours. But y'all can agree on anything else you want besides that, ma'am. But until I get a little bit more of again, it's your information about his diagnosis is hearsay, but there's no one here to object to it, so I'm gonna take it as gospel. And it actually gives me cause for concern that, and based on the information also, that he kind of freaks out with a 2-year-old. Yeah, I've been around 2-year-olds for up teen times, and they still freak me out a little bit too. So yeah, but that's what they do. That's their job. But anyway, but I'll let you decide how you want to set it up above and beyond that, ma'am. And I'll hold off on any other type of visitation order until further order of the court, until the father comes in. And I perhaps appoint a lawyer to represent the child and make recommendations going forward. But for right now, I have enough of a concern that I'm only going to do the first level of break-in visits until further order of the court. Your next question of the witness, Ms. Betzler, and at the end of the hearing, ma'am, I'll let you ask any questions that you need to. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I think I have no further questions, Your Honor.
All right, then, Ms. Nips, any questions, ma'am?
Yeah, so that was the first, third, and fifth Sunday from 1 to 5?
Yes, ma'am. And he has to give you 72 hours advance notice that he wants to see the child on that at that time frame on that day, and then y'all can set up and then you get to pick the neutral spot to meet. If you want a neutral spot, or you get to pick the spot for the visitation. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
what is the neutral spot? That's
No,
question.
she gets to
Sorry,
pick
Your
it.
Honor.
She gets to pick it.
Oh,
Upon
hey.
72 hours of him giving you notice, ma'am, you got 48, you have 24 hours to give him back the time and place, okay?
Okay, so if he wants to see her, he has to give me 72 hours notice, is what you're saying?
Yeah, if he wants to see her based on that first, third, fifth Sundays, if he wants to see her and y'all agree on something else, that's fine. But if he wants to see her based on his visitation package, he has to at least give you 72 hours advance notice that he wants that upcoming Sunday, and then you have 24 hours to give him back the location of the visitation, all right?
Okay, gotcha.
And if it's okay with his mother, you can make it at his mother's house if you want, but she may not want that.
He's not allowed at her house because his brother lives there and they fight. So I guess it would have to be across the street. He's at an RV park across the street from me, but they have a bunch of cameras, so we can take her to the park over there. I'm fine with that.
Okay, whatever you want to do, ma'am, that's fine. But again, your decision is left up to you. So you be diligent in making sure that he's and well, since he's not on any medication at this point, you just have to be diligent and fill it out before you make any decisions on what to do. All right.
Can we do Saturdays instead of Sundays? Because I
Yes,
do
ma'am.
church.
Saturday's normally the day, but
Oh,
just in
okay.
case you wanted to work on Sunday, I didn't want to cut into your income.
Yeah, we do Bible studies in church and stuff on Sundays. So
Okay, well, I'll
Saturdays
make it
would
the first, third, fifth Saturdays of the month from 1 to 5 instead of Sundays. Not a problem.
awesome.
All right, and
That would be
everything else
great.
as requested. I'm going to name you sole managing conservator. I'm going to name him possessory. I'm going to set up child support, cash medical, and dental. No, there's no dental requested. I didn't hear anything about dental. I'll go ahead and order that the retroactive child support that's owed is owed and order repayment as requested on that. I'm going to waive court costs due to military service by this gentleman. And I think I've got ruled on everything else. Is there anything else I specifically need to rule on, Ms. Besser? Yes, ma'am.
Geographic restriction, Your Honor.
Oh, no geo restriction. Mom gets to live where she wants to.
Thank you.
And you're making the finding of family violence in addition to ordering non-disclosure, correct, Your Honor?
Correct, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's it, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Nips, free excuse. Do you need her back and break out to look at the order before she gets out of here?
I'd like her to stick around to check out the order, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to have you hang around a little bit longer. That way, ma'am, we can get an order entered today and get you on your way for good. All right?
Oh.
All right,
I'll
thank
put you
very
in a
much.
breakout room, Miss
All
Nip.
right. Thank you very much. And ma'am, we're off the record, and I'll let you and the state work this one out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The case wraps with firm orders and a final warning for both sides. Every decision is locked in, sealing the outcome until the next hearing.
Taylor, Your Honor. Ms. Taylor, will you state your full name, please?
Kayla June Taylor.
All right. And so let's talk about Mr. Balke. So first question is, where does he live?
In Killeen, Texas.
And what city do you live in?
Gonzales, Texas.
Okay. And do you have a place where you've done pickups and drop off in the past?
Yeah, in Luland, Texas at the HEB.
And so the address I have is 320 East Pierce Street. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, that's correct. They only have one HEB.
Okay. And do you have any objection to Mr. Balke getting the standard possession order for your son?
No.
Okay. What are you doing, or do you have health coverage available through your work?
No, I got Medicaid because I get food stamps.
Okay. And I'm guessing we want to continue that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And then my request to the court is to use the minimum wage presumption for Mr. Balke. Do you have any objection there?
No.
Okay. When did you and Mr. Balke separate?
We separated right not too long after I had Landon. And then I had in 2015 I went and took Landon to see him in December of 2015. And then that's when we had an altercation there. Then when Landon was 2, if I'm not mistaken, so 2016, 2018, I had tried it again with Landon's dad, but that only lasted a month, and then that was it after that. Didn't see him until last year.
Okay, and
Of
was he
2024.
physically violent with you at any point?
Yeah, so after I had my son a couple months, we had gotten to it, but he had I was laying on the bed. I just had a C-section after I had my son, and he came across and put his hands around my throat. So I had left him after that, and then in 2015 in December, he was drinking. He has a drinking problem. So we got into it, and I had my son landed in my hands, holding him, and Joshua, mushed me in the face when I was holding my son.
Okay, so my request to the court is that your address and contact information not be disclosed. Do you have any objection to me making that request?
No, I don't. I just don't want him to have my address. I'm okay with him having my number and stuff, because how else is he gonna contact his son? I mean, that's common sense. I just haven't had no contact with him. Last time I talked to him was February 8th, day before my son's birthday.
Okay. And then so I've got just a couple more questions. We've covered most of it, but the last 48 months, has he provided any kind of support? Has he given you cash? Has he paid a bill? Has he put gas in your tank, bought groceries, anything like that?
Nope, he hasn't. He hasn't had no. My son hasn't had no support from him for 10 years.
Okay. And are you aware if Mr. Balke has other children?
Yes, he just had one. Not too long ago. It's either she's 1 or she's finna turn 1. Then he has one in Dallas as well, and then he has 2 with another lady, and then mine.
Okay. So does the youngest one live with him?
Correct.
And how many of his other children is he on support for?
Just 2.
Okay. I think that does it. I'll pass a witness, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. Just a second here. I'm trying to find something. Okay, yeah, I got it. All right, ma'am. Right now, based on your testimony, I'm looking at naming you sole managing conservator of this child. How often has he had visitation where you made the exchange at the HEB, ma'am?
He was living with me when I had Landon. I took Landon to go see him, like I said, in December of 2015. That was it. Didn't hear from him since then. Then in 2018, he had came and lived with me for a month. That's when he seen Landon, and that was it. He didn't see Landon until 2024 of last year. I would say in August, when Landon's grandparents came, which Josh's father came and picked Landon up to take him to go do stuff, and they let Joshua come see him. So.
All right, then, ma'am. Here's what I'm looking at doing. Like I said, I'm looking at naming you sole managing conservator. I'm looking at naming him position conservator. I'll give him visitation as per the Texas Family Code requirements and the possession order, but he's going to want to order that he has to give you at least 72 hours advance notice of any visitation that he's requesting based on the order. I'm going to grant the non-disclosure. I'm going to go ahead and allow you to pick where you want the exchange to take place for visitation with the father in advance with him. But failure agreement, ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and make it the Gonzales County Sheriff's Office in downtown Gonzales, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
All right, then. So if y'all can't come to agreement, y'all get into a fight, then he's got to come all the way to Gonzales and the exchange to take place at the sheriff's office. I'm gonna go ahead and grant the child support based on the minimum wage presumption, giving him credit for 3 children out and 1 in. I'm gonna go ahead and grant the cash medical as requested at the same thing, and the retroactive, giving him credit for 3 at 1 year and 2 at the other 3 years, and order repayment at $95 a month. All payments of child support, cash medical, and repayment of retro should start the first day of September 2025. He hasn't been very involved, ma'am, so I'm going to go ahead and order that if the Corio County Clerk's Office decides they want if they want court fees back or court costs back, he has the responsibility of repaying them, and I'll give him to August 31st of 2026. Give him a year and a month to make that payment if they so bill, but obviously you don't have, you have no obligation under that. And again, I did grant the non-disclosure, but you can go ahead and give keep them up to date on phone numbers and all that. And again, set that up as per the what the court just ruled. Is there any question you have at this time, ma'am? Anything else you're asking me to rule on?
Nope, I'm fine.
All right, Mr. Diamond, anything I need to clarify, sir?
None, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm gonna go ahead and let the state prepare that and send it out to you, get your signature on it, and good luck to you and your son. How old is he now?
He's 10.
He's 10? Okay. All right, I'll ask the usual question. I asked the 10 on up. Xbox or PlayStation?
That's all he played.
Which one?
PlayStation.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm not on PlayStation that much anymore, but if he ever runs across somebody named 1.0, tell him I said hi. Tell him to tell me hi. All right.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, I've been on there a little while at being 1.0. So yeah. Anyway, man, good luck to you and your son, and I'll let the state. Mr. Diamond, do you need a back and breakout to get that and review the order, or is she free to go?
If she can be excused, Your Honor, I'm still learning how to do the new order generator, and I hate to keep her sitting around for a while I stumble through it.
All right, then, and yeah, I will confirm, sir. I've already looked it up. Gonzales is the county seat, and the sheriff's department is downtown Gonzales, Texas. You can actually get the address if you need it. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank y'all both. Thank you very much, and free to go. And like I said, have a good day, man. We're off the record.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Taylor.